Hey, hope your Memorial Day weekend was a good one. Be on the lookout for a local sniper. She's circling, just looking for a clean shot. LaxRatz Nation certainly scored. Emptied every shelf in Grandma's kitchen. Not a bit of peanut butter left. It's incredible what some players will do for a jar, like Yogi Bear to a picnic basket. Don't lose your stick. Same goes for the ball. You see, you need both to score. You can back in and pirouette, or draw the question mark to score. Now, that's just plain nasty. This is how the game's played. The bouncer from way out, or the backhander from in close. Hit the cutter for the clean look, but most of all, join the celebration. Why? Well, it's the season finale for LaxWrap. Everyone's jumping for joy, players and those other guys. Hello again, LaxRatz Nation. Welcome to the 10th and final edition of LaxWrap for the year. Chopper here, joined by my two colleagues, the coach and Tauli. And we're going to go to Tauli first because she is on location. It's windy, and I want to make sure she can report before a camel and a Bedouin tent blow by behind her and perhaps take her completely off the air. So Tauli, fill us in.
I know, it's so weird. My hotel does not have Wi-Fi inside, but outdoors. So it looks like I'm trying to make you guys jealous, but this is real. I do have some girls updates. I just chatted with 3 Panthers from Newbury Park, one of their seniors that's heading off to Oregon. They had an amazing season, 12-1 record. They only lost against Foothill, and in our chat, you'll see here, they talked about when they lost against Foothill, they wanted to try even harder, and they saw that the talent in Orange County was next level, and they wanted to get to that level. And with that being said, they'll be playing some playoff games here in the near future, and I think Newbury Park's school has just got such a bright future. That program really has something going on out there. So here's our chat.
Hi, I'm Emma Ng. I'm a senior at Newbury Park High School, and I'm playing midfield.
Hi, I'm Lindsay O'Toole. I'm a sophomore at Newbury Park High School, and I play attack. Well, actually midfield now.
Hi, I'm Sophia Fadler, and I play defense at Newbury Park High School.
So great to join you 3 ladies. Very quick chat here. I know that you all had an amazing season record, 12-1, Marmonte League champs. Emma, you are a senior. You're heading off to Eugene, Oregon. I know that there's still some playoff games, but how has the season been for you guys coming off of the pandemic?
It's been honestly super fun. A very different year, but super fun. I think this year is definitely one of the best years for me at Newbury Park High School for the years I've been playing lacrosse. I know this season, all of us, I think I have seen is the teamwork that we all have. I think we all cohesively played together this season and still are as we go into playoffs. But I just feel like the younger girls are bringing so much to the table, and same with the upperclassmen, but it's really the younger girls that are freshmen and sophomores. They bring so much, and I know I didn't have that in the beginning of my years at Newbury Park High School. So having them to play with is just amazing, and I love helping them, and I love that we all work together.
And there's a few more games to come. We'll get to that playoff talk, but Lindsay, you are a sophomore, so you really didn't even have a freshman full season because of COVID. How has the experience been? And then now just finding out you'll be a junior captain next year, so big shoes to fill, but sophomore season overall, how was it for you?
Sophomore season was great. It's a big change from last year, obviously, because we only played 6 games. And then we come into this year and we played our whole season almost. We're almost done with it. And as for filling shoes, big shoes to fill. Yeah.
And Sophia, how was the season for you?
I'm just really grateful and proud of our whole team, coming off such a hard year with the coronavirus and the pandemic. I think it took a lot of motivation and strength from everyone to actually pull themselves together. And the fact that we got this far through all that, I'm just really proud.
You can watch the full interview on our YouTube channel. Also got a chance to chat with Steve Lane. I mentioned him a few weeks ago, but this time we chatted about his nonprofit organization that he has, Team West Coast, out in Southern California. All great things going on. Here is what he has to say about his program. Joined here with Steve Lane, founder and president of Team West Coast. I'm here in the Midwest, but I'm Zooming you, Steve. How are you out west?
I'm doing good. I'm inside right now in the office here in Santa Monica, but it's a beautiful day outside. I hope to get out there in next 2 hours. So
play some lacrosse, I'm sure.
Yep, got coaching at the high school today. So that's what we have on the agenda.
You started playing lacrosse in 7th grade in a rec league, and then your love for lacrosse just continued to grow. I had read some information about you in high school and your friends were playing, and then you came out to Southern California in 2011 and continued that lacrosse momentum and just where it's at today. But let's start with just the love of lacrosse and how it's grown into who you are today.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I picked up a stick in 7th grade. I had an older brother who was playing a little bit before me, and saw that he was having a lot more fun than I was having in baseball. So decided to try it for a season, and just like a lot of other people I know, as soon as I stepped on the field, I was hooked. So I stopped baseball pretty much immediately, and I was playing in a rec league called the Seals, which was, southeastern area lacrosse. Our town team with another town next to us, and played a lot of the other local towns in our area there in southeastern Connecticut, and really just fell in love with the sport.
You can watch the full interview on our YouTube channel. And before I toss it back to you, Chopper, I just want to say this has truly been such an amazing season. I'm so happy we were able to see some lacrosse again, and just how quickly it went. When you just said week 10, I cannot believe it. So thank you for always sending video and footage to all you girls out there in the different teams. But even during this off season and through the summer months when there's everyone playing tournaments, send us your videos, send us pictures, and you can always reach out to me on my social media at Tauli Ando.
So Tauli, before you get blown away, I just took a good look at your setup, and I'm not looking at the background and I'm not listening to the wind. I'm looking at the LaxRatz swag. How did you come up with that?
I had to pick it up before I left for Michigan. For 8 weeks, I was like, I need some Lax swag.
Well, Chris and the coach and I have talked continuously about how hard it is to get your hands on this stuff. We even said last week it's going to be the new cryptocurrency ahead of Bitcoin because it's so rare. And then you just show up with one. You said you had to pick one out. Where were you that you were able to pick one out? Where's the bin that we can all raid?
I can't share the location.
All right, Chris, the coach, it's just you and me, brother. You got on your St. John's Bosco stuff, and I've got on just another black t-shirt. Why don't you fill us in on the boys' side?
Hey, Chopper, great to see you again. I got another Youth Player of the Week. It's Asher Getson. He's a 5th grader. He's a big guy. His dad, David, played at Princeton and also runs the West LA Lacrosse League and the West LA Lacrosse. So he comes from great stock. Let's hear what he had to say.
I'm Asher Getson. I'm in 5th grade. I play for Mad Dog West, Mad Dog National, Santa Monica Dragons, and West LA Wolves. My favorite college lacrosse player is Nakai Montgomery on Duke.
I caught up with head coach of Redondo Union High School, Coach Jamie Davis Siegel. Known Jamie for 8 or 9 years now. Coached with him, coached against him. Fantastic person, fantastic coach. Here's what he had to say.
Hey lacrosse fans, Coach Jamie Davis Siegel here at Redondo Union. I'm the head coach of the Seahawk lacrosse team. Thought I'd give you a little update as to what's going on with the Seahawk boys lacrosse. We've got a couple players to look out for. We got Nate Fix running the X attack. We've got his brother Tobin Fix on midi, Dylan Pitts also on midi, and Asher Sieberling playing LSM. We've had a hell of a season. Ended up with a winning season, overcame some injuries, some quarantines, some academic issues, and I think we're really starting to build some momentum towards a hopefully a CIF championship. So I'll see you all on the sidelines. Have a great season.
Hey, I want to give thanks to everybody, like Tauli was saying, for sending in your videos and your highlights and all of that. Summer's coming, although we won't be airing LaxWrap shows each week. Please reach out to us on email, DM about summer tournament filming, recruitment reels, whatever we can be doing to help you and to keep our crew busy. Also a note, CIF finals are coming. Playoffs have started, and the boys finals will be on June 8th, girls finals on June 9th. Hey, I want to talk about social media, but I am inept. Tauli, social media, help us out here.
Yes, social media, of course, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube to catch our weekly show. We won't be having a weekly show throughout the summer, but we will still be active on social media. You can find us at LaxRatz.
One other note regarding the weekly podcast that LaxRatz sponsors. The current podcast that we have up right now is Tarek Ergen. And as we teased you last week, this guy was a pretty big time television actor. And if you tune into that show, you'll learn what show he was on, what character he played. This week's show is going to feature Marissa Hewitt, who is a key person with Harlan Lacrosse and just an unbelievably strong and leader among the lacrosse world in Southern California and nationally. So please give that one a listen. It should be put up on Thursday. All right, LaxRatz Nation, here's the moment you always wait for, and that's this week's top 10 plays. And this is the playoff edition. At number 10, CIF playoff action, Corona Del Mar and White, and it's Sea King Logan Ip drawing the attention away from Gavin Gosson, who takes this dime and converts it to cash. Hey, attention scribe, mark me down for a goal, please. At number 9, it's Los Alamitos and Dark against Westlake, and it's the Griffin Sean Park from X. They force him out way high, but he still scores on this laser from downtown. Scoop me up some victory nuggets, please. Number 8, more CIF playoff action, and this time it's Harvard Westlake and White against Miracosta. As important as passing and teamwork are, sometimes in crunch time, you just have to take matters into your own hands. The Warriors' Simba Makawa did just that, scoring 3 goals here with a combination of straight speed, sharp cuts, and of course, the laser shots. Number 7, we've got Beckman and White against Crespi, and I'd like to put this Max Texter dance to music. You shimmy right, then shuffle left, and bingo. Number 6, Loyola and White against Santa Margarita. And the Cubs' Owen Gaffney is going to show you how to peek through gaps in a Zone D to send a couple of stealth shots below the radar and in, showing why he was named Mission League Offensive Player of the Year and committed to Harvard. Number 5, Mater Dei and White against Crespi. The Monarchs' Tommy Bethel puts the filthy reverse pivot on his defender to create time and room and the score. At number 4 on the girls' side, it's Newbury Park in the white jerseys against Beckman. First, it's Mika Shin, who's cage hunting and scores in close. And then it's the long clearing pass to Cassie Huber. It looks like the long bomb from Mahomes to Tyreek Hill, and she could go all the way. 8 different players scored for Newbury Park. At number 3, a fan submission here. It's not a playoff game, but is it ever a textbook example of teamwork? Foothill goalie Michaela Yang grabs the ground ball, maneuvers into the open, makes the outlet pass. Then it's ahead to Mio Marchetti. Quick outlet to Zoe Stevens, who turns on the Jets before hitting Delaney Healy. Draw the slide, find Elena Torres, and she makes it look easy for the score. Number 2, more playoff action. Newbury Park in the dark unis, and it's Carson Carey rushing the cage before drawing defenders like bees on honey. He lugs the whole batch out in front before shedding them for the no-look B2B. Impossible. How is that only number 2? Get that boy some LaxRatz swag. Number 1, and as always, Lisa has it right. There is a more deserving number 1. This is Peninsula and White, and I didn't recognize their field because for so many years it was a barren cow pasture, but now, oh, the sweet turf, looking so lush, and that's Panther Lucas Goller justifying the new digs. I'm not sure about pronunciation for that last name, but what better name for a scorer than Goller? He scored 7 of his team's 10 goals to spark Penn to the win, advancing to the next playoff round. credit his teammates for continually dishing it to the hot hand, and then to Lucas himself for finishing. Congrats, enjoy the swag. Hey, as some of you know, the founding force behind LaxRatz was Mark Haddad. Mark passed away just about a year ago and has left a big hole in a lot of people's lives. And Lisa was kind enough to put together a montage of some Mark memories and of some remembrances by some of the people that he touched.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you
We have eliminated one option at X, correct? How many are left? 5. Eliminate him. Click in the passing lane, right? So if he wants to pass or skip to him, that's covered. And you're also in to help, right? If this guy gets the ball back and dodges on him. You got that? So you can now come underneath. But always conscious that this guy's here. All right? You got that? Yeah. Cool. So that's.
Hi, LaxWrap. Mark Haddad. Mark was amazing. He had this incredible enthusiasm and joy and energy and love for the sport that we were so lucky. He spent 3 months coaching with us last year. We'd start every practice by saying, if this isn't nice, then I don't know what is. And then his boisterous enthusiasm fueled all these kids. It's still fueling them today. He was an extraordinarily clever, outside-the-box, aggressive, kind of wild thinker, and he was brave enough to try anything and could convince you to do it with him.
Hi, I'm Anderson McDonald. I'm a senior defender at Westlake and an assistant editor here at LaxRatz.
Hi, I'm Ryan Sullivan. I'm a junior defender at Westlake.
We met Coach Mark last year, right pre-COVID. He joined our coaching staff and made an instant impact on everyone on the team.
We still use a lot of his philosophies today. His presence greatly missed around our team. We continue to play for him every day and every game that we have.
Yeah, we miss him so much. Thank you.
I didn't know Mark for too long, but I am just so thankful for when I did meet him and how excited he was about LaxRatz. He bought us all sorts of different equipment, from gimbals to lights to microphones, and that truly has allowed me to just go out to the field doing this stuff all by myself. I didn't have to have a whole crew. He completely set me up, so I very much miss him, and I thank him so much for giving me all the awesome things out on the field.
Yeah, I remember I first met Mark 12 years ago, maybe longer, when he was coaching Harvard Westlake. And then I vividly remember when he started LaxRatz. It must have been 2010-ish. We were at Foothill for the preseason tournament, and I was coaching at Maricosta at the time, and there's his dad on the sidelines with this big, huge boom, and he's like, "Hey, mate, get over here, come check this out." And he was like a kid in a candy store. He was so proud of this huge boom he had and the monitor, and he's like, "I'm going to film all these games and create reels. I'm calling it LaxRatz." And actually, I found the DVDs he used to put stuff on. This is Costa Foothill from 2012, and there was this cool little logo, and I remember him pitching me on the vision at the time of LaxRatz. So it's pretty exciting that we get to carry on his vision and to see what it's become. I'm very proud and honored to be a part of it.
I first met Mark on a raised platform above the bleachers at, I think it was at Maricosta High School. And this was back, 13, 14 years ago. I was, at that time, had a very small business doing lacrosse videos. Mark was there just because he was an absolute hound for lacrosse action. I do think he was videoing, but it wasn't his team, it wasn't his player, he just couldn't get enough. We struck up a conversation, ended up doing a couple things together. He did ask me who was my kid, and when I said Zach was out there rolling a bunch of people. And I was a little bit embarrassed because I wasn't sure what Mark would think. And Mark said, "Oh yeah, that's the way I used to play." Well, in the succeeding years, I had a chance to meet some people and talk to some people that actually played with Mark. His nickname was the Long Man, and he was a long pole, and apparently he was the most physical, dirtiest, meanest guy you could get. I think he played for the Australian national team at one point. You would not meet a nicer guy or a more giving guy on the street, but apparently, man, he would grow fangs when he played the game. And I only wish I could have seen him play or seen some video of that. But we're all going to miss Mark. He was very close with Lisa. Really, you know, he was the driving force in handing off to her, and everybody can see what Lisa's done with the business since. But we're all going to miss Mark, and I guess all we can say is we're all happy that we had a chance to know him, and you know, we'll certainly miss him. All right, that's going to do it for this week's Week 10 LaxWrap. We want to thank everybody who's been watching, who's been contributing, and who's been hitting social media, following Tauli's instructions. I certainly want to thank both of my co-hosts, the coach and Tauli. Most of all, Lisa, who has no time to sleep or do anything else on weekends but put together the show. So, Lisa, we all really appreciate you as well. So this is Chopper saying thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.